Hey, what is going on, gamers? Just wanted to make a quick video regarding all my settings. So the first thing, this screen doesn't really matter too much. The only thing that's important about it is your input buffer. Basically, if you Alt+Tab in the middle of a match, you're going to be lagging a lot because of some weird bug in the game. Basically, after you tab back in, you want to switch it to CSTS, and then you switch back to Legacy or whatever you were previously using, and then you won't have that lag anymore. So next up, my camera, 110, 280, 110, -5, 50 stiffness. I've played around with this a lot. I used to be on 20, and I slowly brought it up as I pushed more towards comp. Swivel speed, that doesn't really matter too much what you use. I personally use 6, and then 1 for transition speed, just because I haven't felt the need to change that. So first let's go over my dead zones. I'm on 0.10 for the normal dead zone, and then 65 for dodging. Basically, if you don't know what the dodge one does and if it affects no flips or not, all it does is changes how far you have to move your stick in order to create a flip when you hit X again. So basically, if I put mine all the way down to 10, then if I move my stick barely any amount, it's going to cause a flip. And if I put it all the way to 1, I would have to move my stick all the way down to flip with my second jump. So I personally use 65, and then 25 on both the steerings, 1.25. Hold ball cam, that's another thing that people find interesting. I'm just used to that from the previous game to this, which is Supersonic Acrobatic Record Power Battle Cars, and basically I just never switched off because that's how I learned the game, and that's how I learned aerial and pretty much everything. So next, let's go to my actual controls themselves. I'm pretty much all default, except the only difference is that I use air roll left on my right bumper, which basically allows me to control my car better in the air, obviously, and air roll still on the normal default binding, as well as drift and everything else. I don't think I changed any of this. Yeah, this is interface. I haven't really changed any of this. I keep these on, and I changed notifications to kickoffs only. That basically means like these all mean like if you have time updates only, then when there's 1 minute left, it's going to be like 1 minute remaining across the entire middle of your screen, and that was just annoying for me, so I switched it to kickoff only. And yeah, rest of this doesn't really matter. I turned ball cam indicator off because it's pretty obvious whether you have it on or off. Video, a lot of people ask about this because I used to use reshade in game, but now I don't use it anymore just because I load in quicker, I Alt+Tab quicker, and it just wasn't that useful considering I want to go competitive now. I still do use it for recording, but that's an entirely different setting. So this is what I use when playing, anti-aliasing off. And this is my audio. I often switch it around depending on whether I'm like in call with people, listening to music, whatnot, but this is basically what I use. I don't listen to any of the other stuff besides gameplay. And here's my quick chat if you want to be a real copy. So here you go. Gotta love the good old OK spam. It's truly a classic. So yeah, that's all my settings.